chicanes.
Howdy everyone, Cowy over at Sim Racer here.
Left rear, 26, right rear, 26.
I'll just mute the boys for a moment, but they're talking. It's going to be an awesome race. It is round one here at Watkins Glen for the Gen 3 Supercars. Looking forward to this one, getting used to these cars. But I have got way less practice than I think a lot of people out here tonight.
Andrew, we've got 2 laps to get the job done, mate.
152 drivers I saw registered before it flicked over, so that's some pretty good numbers. And looks like already my tacho has decided not to work. Ever since I've added motion to my rig, I've been going through a few sort of teething situations, you know, with power and running off USB hubs and things like that. So I think maybe that USB hub's got a bit too much on it. It'll kick in at some point through the race. But yeah, no, look, I think everyone else has been doing heaps of practice and heaps of races in this car. I did one race last night, I think, or the night before. No, last night it was.
22 Celsius.
And finished 20th in top split. Here we are car number 11, but with 150 cars, it's a pretty nice sort of tight spread of iRating. I know that sometimes means diddly squat in these cars, but I generally find the guys that are above 2K, it's generally, you know, fairly indicative of their iRating, because it's the sharks under 2K where you see a 4K iRating driver with, you know, a 1.6, you know, iRating, stuff like that. But, you know, once you get into the 2Ks, I think it's fairly indicative of people's pace. But yeah, look, there's, I'm sure, lots of people that have got more practice in these cars than I have. But I'm looking forward to going on this journey with everyone else. All right, that was a bit silly, going a bit wide there. All right, now let's get this lap started. I reckon we're going to need to be in the 48s to get somewhere near the front. Maybe even 47s, but I don't have a 47 in me yet, I don't think. Or, okay, bit of a slide there.
Okay, here comes your first time lap.
All right. Hopefully everything's going good with my stream at the moment. I don't know just yet. Oh, I got on the power hard there and she wanted to step out on me. Carried an alright amount of speed through there. Alright. Try and push it a little bit here. Yeah, we stayed in the group pretty good. Just slid out a little bit there. Car rotated nicely for me then. And I mean, that's going to be the hard part about everything, getting setups and get the car working the way we want it to. It definitely seems to be a car that you've got to be a bit more careful on entry, but sort of mid-corner you can start to pick it up and, you know, the car really responds well and lets you know if you get it loose. All right, how are we looking? So far, so good. I don't know how quick it is. I know some people have been saying, like, you know, with the brakes and tyres, it may be a sort of second lap.
Just done a 147.89.
There we go, 47. I thought, you know, sort of makes it the second lap. Maybe there's going to be the faster lap, but we'll see how we go.
The leader has just done a 147.55.
48.2, or that might...
2/10 off the pace in sector 3.
That might cost us there. We're already down 3/10. At 48.3, I'm pretty happy with that. That lap felt pretty good. Yeah, now we're already buckets down already. I mean, no, still 3/10. Go really deep, see if we can make up any time. Nah, Just got on it a bit too quick. Okay, well that's going to wreck it. What we might do is just do a little bit of a practice of my entry into the pits, because I ballsed it up in my track guide, and I almost ballsed it up in the race last night as well, so don't want to do that. At the moment we're P6, so I'm fairly happy with that, somewhere near the pointy end of the race.
Sector 2 is 2.5 seconds off the pace.
We're going to have to be pretty careful on that start. I was trying to do a couple of practice starts when I started my stream. Shouldn't have gone a second there. And it is tricky. So to get the sort of clutch right, if you don't get any indication of how much clutch you're running, I mean, maybe I've got to turn off all assists, but
That's a new fastest lap for Van der Zandt,
I tend to run with
147.46.
And I'm thinking, yeah.
The officials don't like the way you're driving. Your lap times will be deleted.
Oh no! Oh, I don't think it. Oh good, it didn't delete my first lap.
Left
Thank
front,
God.
94%. Rear left, 96.
Okay, so that's how easy it is to do. Did I go over the line? No. Okay, I'm going to be braking because I was trying to brake at the gate there. I'm going to brake a bit earlier, I think. Definitely don't want a black flag. All right, how's everything looking up there with my stream? Looks like it's all coming through. If you're out in the chat, say hi. Let me just load up my race setup. I'm basically just using a VRS setup. Awesome work, Madison down. Getting them, you know, and the car feels pretty good. I mean, I think, you know, the real supercars, the guys have said they're very much setup dependent. If like you don't hit that window, then the car is really, you know, awkward to drive. So we'll have to see how, you know, things pan out as we go and people start to experiment, see what, you know, you can do with the setup. My teammates have sort of had a little bit of a dabble. But, you know, you can really chew up your tyres around here too. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I was P10. Okay, so it's a couple of good laps there at the end. I mean, you know, realistically, I'm still pretty happy with an 8.3. I think my best before that had been an 8.6 in last night's race. So, yeah, I'll take that. All right. And, of course, let me know if there is any issues with the stream out there, guys. But I think it looks all pretty good. We're just waiting for a little bit more. I've unmuted the chat. Yeah. We'll see how we go. Hopefully my fan isn't coming through. I've got a little bit of it on me because you sort of need it, you know, on a race like this. But I might just try and tilt it down a little bit.
That's the end of the session. 10th position.
All right, P10. All right, so we're in the top half. 0.7 off the pace. So I don't think that's going to be terrible now. Looking at the options, I think it's a 26 lap race. Not those options, sorry. Info. It's a 26 lap race. Undercut's pretty powerful here, but as I said, tyres are fairly good, fairly much a key as well.
If you guys out the front are so quick, you'll be able to stop and change engines. Good luck all.
It's going to be interesting. I know that there have been a few people
anyway,
blowing engines in a few races. Was talking with, I can't remember who it was, someone, or might have even been a YouTube channel that I saw talking about the car where, because people are saying you don't need to blip on the downshifts now, but I think that that the blipping it can help you sort of not blow an engine is what they were sort of hinting. So that'll be interesting if that is the case. Again,
Car number 11.
you know, still being early doors here. Early days, I should say, not doors. So I'll have to see how we go.
Estimated strength of field is 1,928.
Alright, so
Let's take opportunities.
I suppose early on, if I can look after tyres a little bit, I probably will. You know, again, I think, you know, a couple of positions early on here would be nice, but going to have to be interesting to see how I get this start working, because this could easily go to shit in a handbasket real quick here, trying to do the clutch start.
Still waiting on 2 cars to grid. Waiting on the final car.
All right. Gen 3 Supercars, first strength of field race. 152 I saw registered before the race sort of come up live.
Okay, standing start. All right, Andrew, be ready.
Green flag.
Green, green, green.
Yeah, that was just a little bit lazy. I couldn't get the
Right
power.
side. Clear right.
Clear on the right.
Car right.
You're on the left. 3 wide.
Still
Oh.
right side's clear.
Oh,
On the right.
woo. Someone made on blind a start there. Oh, reckon.
Left side. Clear left. Car left.
Wow, we got swamped. Lost at least 5 or 6 spots with that.
Car left. He's still there.
Hold your line.
He's still there.
Still there. Hold your line.
He's still there. Still there.
There. Hold your line.
Clear left.
Clear on the left.
Car left. Still there. You're in the middle. Clear all around.
Clear all around.
Oh, fair bit happened at the start of this race.
The guy in front is Daniel, car number 6, B license.
Oh, all right. So we get him up the inside here, maybe.
Car right. Still there.
On the left.
Still there.
Still there.
Hold right side's clear.
Clear on the right.
A bit of a knock there between the boys. Oh, he's slowed it right up. All right, so we lost 5 positions on lap 1, so that hurts. But
3.0.
P15.
just got that under. Almost lost that then. Was good to see a bit of caution from the boys lap 1, though. You know, because everyone sort of slowed down and took it easy through the fast part there. All right, so here's where the toe comes into play here. Shit up the inside and get a... Well, he broke nice and deep. I could have maybe gone a bit deeper on him. And probably should have. You know, sometimes you've got to be decisive when you do that sort of stuff. He did well then. Got a nice drive out of there. We might be able to give him a head up here.
Left side. Still there.
Yeah, nice and respectful
Hold your
too.
line. Hold your line. Still there.
Still there.
Clear left.
Oh, he's done well. He's done well. I couldn't do that last time. Oh, I don't know why I went to 5th then. Jesus. That was a bit scary.
The leader has just done a 148.39.
We're going to need to look at trying maybe doing a dive bomb here. Let's be careful. Got to be careful here.
9.983.
Sector 3 is 1.1 seconds off the pace.
Sorry, mate, didn't do this checked off.
See if we can get a run on him this time. was almost a tap then. Woo! He's holding me up now. He's getting good exits. Oh. It's going to cost me a spot.
You're right.
But I didn't want to turn him.
Hold your line. He's still there.
Still there, hold your line.
Still there. Clear right.
Oh no, we've binned it.
Andrew, come on.
Oh
Get
no. Have to wait for the whole bloody field to go through.
We got damage on the front end.
Oh well. Oh, that's going to make the stream interesting.
The next car is Honecker, car number 7.
All right. We'll see how bad the damage is. I don't know at the moment. That's all recovery drive from now.
We got 3, by the way.
Oh, I was enjoying that battle then too, so that sucks.
You're in last. Your refuel window will open on lap 8. It'll close on lap 18. We'll be warned about track limits.
I just tried to get on the gas that little bit too hard, and you know, that's what happens, I suppose. So now we've got a lot of work to do, trying to get any sort of salvaging, redeeming qualities out of this race. She doesn't want to turn left very well. Alright, we've got a couple of cars up ahead, see if we can catch them, eh? It may well mean we go for a big undercut here and just deal with tyres later. Yeah, not really how I was envisioning this race to turn out as. But it is what it is. I'm certainly not one that quits a race just because I've had a spin or a crash or anything. But 5 seconds down, it's going to be pretty hard to catch him. I don't think this car's particularly nimble at the moment. Right, tyres feel a bit better. Did take a while for them to kick in. I'm not really making any headway on them though. 53 like last lap.
Sorry, Andrew.
Oh, I got no one to blame. That was mine was self-inflicted. Oh, wiggle there. Oh, I've made up a little bit of time on guys ahead of me. 270. I don't know if I've lost much in the way of speed, but she definitely doesn't want to turn left quite as well as it should. Good thing most of the turns around here are right-handers. Okay, that's getting a bit better. Like, part of it might have been tyres too, because I think, you know, when you overheat tyres, it can take a while for them to come back. But yeah, not my plan. I'll spin it. Oh, we did a 150 last lap, not a 53. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So I reckon a lot of my regular viewers are probably racing here in this race tonight. You still haven't decided to kick in on me.
You've just done a
Oh, that's better. So, okay, so
149.80.
maybe my damage isn't as bad as I feared. You want a 49 then? I mean, it just cost me a lot of track position. $30 cars. So it was what? 5 splits tonight? Nice. Big splits too, but that's going to cost me what? I think Race Labs are saying I'm going to lose 100 iRating at this rate. And realistically, it's not really a track that, you know, there's a lot of sort of, you know, danger.
It looks like
I say that, and then there's an incident up ahead. Oh, we're catching a few of them now.
Okay, Andrew, the next car is Dank, car number 20, and their rating is 1.8.
Don't know if I've truly got the pace to fight my way, you know, through the pack up to a miraculous start, but I'm going to certainly try and do my best here. Got a couple of guys I can battle with. Oh, almost lost it there again.
The leader is running 48 points.
There's an incident in turn 9. You think it might be Fleming?
Oh.
You got a slow car on the left.
All right. Well, we're not last anymore.
49 points.
P29. That's your best lap in this session.
Just check your fastest lap of the session.
Try and get close and I'll get a toe off these boys for the straight. Looks like I've probably done that. I don't know if I'll get him this lap, but I'll get the toe.
The gap in
Catch
front
up to
is
him.
now 1.1 seconds. The next car is Monaco, car number 7.
See if we can make a move here. He's covering that. Wasn't really trying to stick my nose in there, just give him something to think about. If we can get up the inside here, I will though.
Car left, clear left.
Clear on the left.
Oh, I didn't have a lot of room there. Woo! Did pretty well to avoid an incident, I think, then, probably.
0.478.
You've just done a 150.48. There's an incident in turn 2.
Oh,
Looks
someone
like
else has
it's
died.
Bob. On your left. Clear left.
Clear on the left.
Nick, you're flashing us there.
Alright.
Okay, Andrew. The
Alright,
next
thanks,
car
mate.
is Dank, car number 20, and their rating is 1.8.
No, you're good, man.
I'm trying to sort of
I didn't want to use it as an excuse to get past you, though.
use that thing to, you know, where so you can
Is
pick
it
up the pace a
unraceable?
bit earlier in this car.
If people were to pick
that
it in the right
mid-corner?
spot, though, they can get past you. They're smart about it.
Getting a better run through this corner than a few of these guys. I do know that it's a difficult corner to get right, that one. Didn't want that bump. Oh, I didn't want that bump either. Scraping the wall.
49.91.
P27.
I need to change my pants up there.
So hopefully me looking after tyres there for a little bit now gives me a bit of an advantage. We'll see. But haven't needed to play with my biases yet. Of course, these cars you can't play around with roll bars anymore, except in the pits. And at the moment, I don't think I'm going to make any sort of those sort of changes, really, you know, without understanding the car maybe a bit more.
Finally, the roadblock is gone.
Pit window is open. Car right.
Same thing. He was
Right.
wasn't holding me up too much, but just enough.
Andrew, good stuff. Keep it coming.
We are making a bit of a recovery drive of this now.
The guy ahead is Murdoch, car number 30, and their rating is 1.5.
Alright.
49.603.
B26. You've got half your fuel left. It's all over you. Keep your exit speeds up, stay smooth.
Alright. We're doing alright after my nice spin that sent us right to the back. I'll have a look and see where we are in a moment. We are 26th at the moment. Sort of banged the car on the front and both sides, so I have no idea if it's still got any pace or not, but at the moment, having a good battle with the guys at the back here, so as I've said to you before, it doesn't really matter where you come. It's all about the battles and having fun. I've got a couple of close moments already. But, you know, having not driven that much of the car, I don't know if the damage is, you know, something that I'm really noticing or not at the moment. So
324. Your lap time was
certainly
1:49.66.
consistent at the moment.
Sector 1 is 0.48 off the pace. Okay, Andrew, you're reeling Murdoch in. The gap is now 0.8.
Oh, we've got a good run there. All right. Might go a little bit braver on the braking. Start to use up my tyres. Lap 11. As I said, I think it's probably worth my while actually pitting this lap, going for a little bit of an undercut on a few of these boys. Bit of rain out there. Might have a quick look at the weather just to make sure. But I'm pretty sure that happened to me last. It might have been the wipers coming on just to clear a bit of the shit off the front of the car, I suppose. Because I didn't see any rain the other night, and the forecast was for no rain this one either. I very much doubt iRacing and have it going rainy on the first week of these cars. Wouldn't be surprised if it happens next week though.
The gap to Murdoch ahead is now 0.6.
I'm ready, Philip.
Alright, we're going to pit in.
Pit lane speed limit is
Right.
64 kilometers per hour.
I'm
Okay,
at 39,
Andrew,
I reckon that's
fully
probably a
to the
bit
end.
much. I'm going to take it down to 37. Alright,
Locked in. 10,
so I think I put 36 in last night, and that was fine.
3, 2, 1. Right here. All the damage is repairable.
I'm not staying for the whole repairs,
Front
unfortunately.
left, 77%. Left rear, 78.
That wasn't too bad actually. Looking after those tyres, fairly good.
All clear. Punch it.
Right.
Your exit's clear. Don't cross the white line. Take it easy, you've got cold tyres. The driver in front of us is Silver, car number 25. C license, and their rating is 1.6.
Well, we've come out on our own.
Very good, mate. No X on it.
Behind a couple of guys up here. Now, we're not going to overcook this corner.
The lead is consider 49.175.
It was really my only play was to go for the undercut. Try and get some clear air and a few sort of laps. Maybe get ahead of a few of the back markers that I was a bit getting stuck behind there, but will mean it might spoil some of the battles I was going to have for the camera. But I think the undercut is the strategy here tonight. So far, no, it's been a pretty clean race from the boys.
The gap to Silver in front is now 14 seconds. P28.
I mean, my spin cost me a lot. For those of you joining the stream late, I had a spin on about lap 7 or 8, I think it was, where I was in a nice battle there, having fun. And just lit it up a little bit too much coming out of the boot, I think. And then she wrote, so I had to basically wait to the back. Got past and get going again, so I wasn't going to take anyone out. At one stage I was, Race Labs saying I was going to lose 100 rating, 106 or something. It's now got it down to 89.
I'm pitting this though.
We'll see what happens. Just everyone starts their pit sort of strategies now.
Gap to P27 ahead is now 14 seconds.
Oh, I broke way too early then. Well, I was thinking about something else and I got the wrong brake marker. It's easy to do things like that when you're, I think, as I've said before, when you're trying to think about things to say. That's when you're not concentrating on the racing.
48.318.
See, I should have been in, this should have been a 48 as well. It's going to be like a 49.2 or something. Oh, don't go into the wall.
All right, Andrew. There's a car exiting the pits. Heads up.
49.5.
B27.
That's your fastest lap of the session. The car behind you is pitting.
The car in front is LS, car number 12.
Thanks, bud.
Oh, I might grab a drink while we're on the straight.
The leader, Van der Zan, is pitting. Cook, car number 18, is now leading.
Yeah, it's not exactly the start I wanted for my Gen 3 career, but, you know, it is what it is, I suppose. You know, yeah, take the good with the bad. I had a good race last night. Even though it was P20 in the top split, I think I only lost 2 iRating, and had some great battles, so it was really good. And I must admit the start of this race was really good with those battles as well, so...
Fastest lap for Andrew, 147.78.
The car in P18. Just set the fastest lap. 47.779.
Alright.
The car in front is pitting.
The gap to B28 behind is increasing. It's now 14 seconds. That's your fastest lap.
The car behind you is pitting.
We'll see if we climb some positions after this pit cycle, but... Alright, well, Liam's made up a bit of time on me, so...
The leader, Cook, is pitting. Vince, car number 21
Again,
is now
I
leading.
did have some damage, about 50 seconds worth of damage. So I don't know if that's still holding me back a little bit. Feels like the car's performing all right, whether or not I've adapted to what it's
The
doing
gap in front is now 4.4
this
seconds.
race. Because again, it does seem like these cars, you know, you can sort of maybe feel a bit more. You can, it gives you the nice warning when you're gonna light it up. You know, so. And I think in that regard, they're probably a bit easier than the Gen 2 cars to drive. But in saying that, they also don't have that same aero. Front aero is really noticeable. And that's the turning, you know. So, you know, whereas you used to be able to really make the Gen 2 car pointy and get it to turn in, this thing here can feel a bit like a boat when you try to carry a bit too much speed into the corners. And as I said, look, it's still early days here for me. Even though it's the holidays, I haven't really had much of a chance to get out and do a lot of laps. I am what you call one of those, you know, last-minute Christmas shoppers. So I've been out the last few days at spending time at shopping centres trying to work out
That's your quickest lap in this session.
what I'm going to buy people.
Okay, Andrew, your lap times are pretty consistent.
And plus, seeing my rigs in a shed, it's pretty hot during the day. So, you know, generally you'll only see me in the sort of night races. Or I've got to have the aircon blowing and, you know, barely working in here. Alright, so they've stabilised the gap. I think Liam's had a couple of quick laps. I'll have to see if we're making any ground on him or not. Try and maybe see if we can go a bit harder. Now, we've been making green sectors. Sorry, it's been green against a few of the guys, so we're definitely recovering. We're P24 now. We've got 10 to go, by the looks of it.
New fastest lap for Van der Zand, 147.71.
Supercar in P5, just at the fastest lap.
I feel like I'm overdriving the car, but then every now and again, just go a little bit deep or slide a little, miss the apex by a little bit, and that's that precision that you need to be really fast. And unfortunately, I don't have that. I got all of the tricks and things you can buy with it to make me go fast, but that doesn't mean I'm fast. I'm just an old fart here having fun and really enjoying the sim racing hobby in the community and all that.
The gap to row behind is increasing. It's now 5.5. B23.
Not making a lot of ground on front, but as people pit, we've sort of jumped a few in the pit strategy, I think.
There's an incident in turn 1. It looks like Murdoch.
Basically, we're not getting the toe of these guys, and they're giving each other a toe, so sort of dragging each other along. It makes it hard to make up ground. And my Taco hasn't even kicked in once this race,
Chicane is pitting.
so I hope maybe these three guys have been battling super hard and chew up their tyres and give me a chance at them at the end of the race. I'm trying to be fairly careful. A bit over, about 2% a lap, I think, maybe a little bit over.
Car number 22 is leading the
Thanks,
race.
Bob.
Right.
Incident in turn 10. Looks like it's Bob.
And I wasn't close enough to take advantage of it. At the moment, I'm sort of struggling to get onto the back of these guys. Be quiet out there in the chat tonight. If anyone's actually watching at the moment, it's been a while since I've live streamed, and I do know that there'll be quite a few of the guys that'll be racing here tonight. So I'm sure
0.9 off the pace.
I'm sure I'll pick up a bunch of views after the fact. But again, you know, I mean, I think as I've said before, I don't really do all of this for my own gratification. It's back when I was sort of trying to find out everything I could about sim racing. I watched a lot of videos, Boosted Media and Jimmy Broadbent and all those sort of guys, and really learnt a lot about my setups. You know, Race Beyond Nada, another great one, and just how to set things up and get, you know, your field of view to look good, all that sort of stuff.
17 B license.
I've taken a couple of seconds out of him this lap, and you know, so I thought, well, how can I give back to the community? I thought I'd start doing some videos, and you know, and then sort of found there wasn't a lot of people doing, you know, supercar track guides, except for, you know, Bathurst. There's a million of them. So I sort of started doing track guides of the various tracks we were visiting, and yeah, and just from then, I'm getting close to 900 subs with you guys. I think it's 890 something at the moment, which is awesome. Oh, don't go back to second there, stay in third. I'm just giving up time. I know. I think if I've overdid it the first couple of laps, maybe. I don't know. The car seems to be a little bit sluggish there. Like, it definitely doesn't want to turn left. Oh, sorry, turn right, I should say. But I mean, I think that's the sort of thing everyone's been talking about, is, you know, how to get the car to turn in and do what you want it to do.
The gap to B22 ahead is increasing. It's now 4.0 seconds.
What we might do is just move that brake bias forward one click, just to make sure. not having driven a damaged car, I don't know, you know, what I'm looking for. I didn't pay attention to see what my top speed was, you know, before the damage. Because I know in a lot of cases, iRacing has dealt with damage in the past. It's just basically made the car a bit slower. You know, apart from steering damage, that sort of stuff. But,
Gap to row behind is now 4.2.
oh, again, I was early on that, buddy. Well, I keep missing the wrong brake marker there. I definitely feel like the car's not quite doing what I want it to do. Though it did feel alright in that first stint. You know, even as the tyres wore. So maybe I've just... I mean, these tyres are already, what, 8 laps old.
Sector 3 is 1.2 seconds off the pace. Okay, Andrew, you've used half your fuel.
We made it back up to 23rd, which is not too bad a recovery so far. We were in 30th at one stage. We're going to lose 50 something I rating at the moment, but it's not over yet. And I mean, the car's not driving horrible. It does have a bit of damage and might be down a couple of horses. I've just been a bit more cautious with those left-hand turns. I think all my fans are probably racing tonight. It is getting into Christmas too, so I know a lot of people will be spending times with families and stuff.
4.5 seconds. That was a 149.77.
We're struggling to sort of get out of
Times pretty consistent.
49s. And not quite competing with the guys in front of me. Oh, that was horrible, Con Andrew. We got about 4.3 to the guy behind me. And we'll just, you know, we'll keep trying, keep tapping away, and maybe, you know, as these guys start to push a little bit on their tyres, maybe there's some mistakes, and we can take advantage of it.
The car ahead is LS, car number 12.
Slowed that up a little bit too much then. And even the back marker up here, Bob has got some good pace. Again, you know, as I said, I didn't do much in the way of practice here this week. And it'll probably be the same for next week. There's all be parties and Christmas, Boxing Day, all that sort of stuff this week, so it'll probably be, you know, if you do see my name up there in iRacing, it's probably more my friends having a go on my rig. Alright, we've got 5 laps to go. We're in 23rd position. We qualified in 10th. Too deep there, Andrew. Way too deep. You've got to get back on the track. You stay too high and try to come on later there, you get a slow down. We definitely want that. Just costs us a second to the guy behind. But yeah, that's when, again, I've said before, as soon as you start thinking about something, and I'm not concentrating on the racing, I'd miss my brake marker. I mean, that's why I think people say it's hard to stream. I think it's hard to talk. You know, if you just concentrate on the racing, I think anyone can stream. I don't know if I even want to go back to that train of thought now. Alright. Okay, we're starting to now use up a bit of rubber.
The gap behind is now 3.3.
But I must admit, you know, for week one driving these cars, I do quite enjoy them. I've had a few races at Bathurst with the wheelie bins.
Turn 9. We think it might be Bob.
Oh, so we didn't get a place out of that. He did well to get out of
Adrian,
it.
bro.
Turn 1. It looks like Adrian.
Oh, someone else has had a moment, have they? Bob's towed into the pits.
51.2.
Alright, Andrew. You've got about 4 laps of fuel left. 22nd place.
Yeah, we've gained another spot.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel left.
So that's probably a good way to tell me if I'm hurting. Yeah. Okay, so normally your fuel burns like 4.3, 4.35 at the moment. I've been sitting in the 4.2s. So that's telling me I am down a little bit at top end from that damage. Because, yeah, normally your fuel burns in sort of the 4.35 range. So you wouldn't think a tenth of a mil is much, but that just, you know, if I was trying to fuel save, I would just lift and coast in a couple of the big corners, and that's what I'd have to do to gain that, you know, 0.1. So yeah, I mean, that's probably the difference in the end. Remember, I took some fuel out at the pit stop from the auto fuel, brought it closer to sort of having the exact amount of fuel I would need. And at the moment, I've probably got a lap too much because I've been using a tenth less for, you know, most of this race. Well, that I suppose wasn't. Oh, I'm not disappointed. I suppose I am because I made a silly mistake of just getting on the gas a little bit too hard, lighting it up. But yeah, but that spin cost me 12. Oh, I'll probably about 7 or 8 spots now, but it put me right to the back of the field. So I mean, at least I have done
To make 3 laps of fuel
Oh,
left.
bro, you're right. You could have kept going,
somewhat
bud.
of a recovery
Next
drive
car
here.
is car number 28, B license, and their rating is 1.6.
Well, thank you.
I see someone come out of the pits there, but he's still too far ahead for me to. We'll see what happens. He might have had a flag. Because we're already catching him. Sorry, a meatball, and had to pit to get rid of the meatball.
You've got 2 laps to go. The leader is running 49.08.
You're reeling, B21, in. The gap's now 3.4 seconds.
Whoa! I get too lively. Yeah, man, anything can certainly happen. The something. I'm starting to pay for that undercut though now, with a few laps to go. Oh, let's see how we go. I've got 2 laps to try and catch
The
him.
gap to row behind is increasing. It's now 3.5. 2 laps remaining.
That was better through there. Looks like he had a pretty good run too though. So maybe he just made a mistake that last lap. Cheers man, good to have someone to have a chat to.
The weaving doesn't work if I go and do that.
I'm going to be probably draw.
Alright. Still been a fun race. I do enjoy racing around Watkins Glen. I mean, it's probably one of those tracks, it's not the most technical or difficult track to drive, but it is enjoyable, and I think maybe well smart of the iRacing gurus to leave the bus stop chicane out of week 1 in the Supercar, because that might have made it rather interesting. Not really making time on him now, so he's doing well. But again, you know, yeah, just that few horses that I've lost for the damage is probably just what's holding me back a little bit at the moment. But having come from 30th, I'm fairly happy with my recovery to this point. Oh, last lap. Yeah, so we did.
The gap to P21 in front is now 3.5 seconds.
I don't know if we made any time on him that lap. Oh, 0.2. Yeah, car just losing a little bit of tank down, a little bit of pace down the front here, but last lap. A bit too far back to apply any pressure on him or anything, so. Alright, we've got it down at 2.8 now, but it's too far away to get him these really now. Oh, someone's run out of fuel.
There's an incident.
Oh, we got him run out of fuel.
Looks like it's Schroeder. Push now. The guy behind is catching.
And obviously didn't get enough. Oh, bro, I wish I knew I would have pushed you. Good fight, I guess, Daniel.
Alright, well, race 1
Yellow flag. Keep
for the
right
SoF. Oh, looks like we got another spot.
You got it. Car on the right. Car stopped on the right.
P20. There's the checkered flag.
P20. Well, that's a good recovery, really, considering where we were. Spun right to the back, P30.
Desperate moves in lap 1. Jesus.
I did like the fact that everyone slowed down going through the fast S's, though. That was sensible.
Yeah. This has been the most civilized server I've been in a while.
Man, welcome to the V8s. The Aussie V8s, we were always pretty respectful. There's the occasional cowboy, but for the most part, everyone here drives with the idea to battle hard and have fun and not take each other out. $150 odd too registered tonight, boys, so good start for Gen 3.
Stateside Dale, you're a gentleman.
Monday night generally when everyone jumps on it to like the regular run.
It's always worthwhile doing the extra in lap at the end here. Yeah, look, I'm not only losing 30 iRating. I think as the race has ended, I wouldn't have got a 1x there anyway. Oh, thanks, Josh. Yeah. Thanks, Josh. Yeah, no, stream tonight, so I don't think it's going to be great viewing, but anyway, good fun starting these cars.
Keep it up, mate.
Yeah, man, I will. I just had a bit of a break, sort of. Music was getting a bit busy there, whereas, you know, even though I'm still busy now, I'm able to get back on this, and I've still got a few things to fix up with the rig, but, nah, it's good fun.
Yeah, man.
I'll tell you what, when you get motion, man, you find all your other connections that aren't really solid.
Yeah, up for the pit speed limit.
Alright, so let's... Well, we'll just pull it over here. I don't need to take it all the way to the end. And let's have a look at some of the incidents for
Left
the
front,
race.
67%. Front right, 78%. Left rear, 76%. Rear right, 84%.
Yeah, it's not too bad, I suppose. Alright.
Well, Merry Christmas to all and have a good New Year.
You do that.
Alright, so have a look at my start here. I just got bogged down a little bit. Like, I tried not to give it too much gas, and in the end I probably didn't give it enough.
Very respectful racing. Thank you.
So we lost about 4 or 5 spots
Hey,
there
no
at the
worries.
start.
It's all good.
3 wide here. It was a bit scary.
Make the lap when the screen said.
Turn it down a little bit. Alright. But yeah, this is where everything checked up ahead, so, you know, it was good, respectful. Everyone slowed down. There was no real cowboys that went flying through, but I think I lost another 2 spots there.
Yeah, I'm a split 3 driver in red. Yep.
But yeah, look, I suppose from going from looking at losing 100 iRating to losing maybe 30 or 40, that's probably a good save. Alright, let's... see here again, you know, he got up the inside of me there, and I sort of gave him more room than I needed to by the looks of that. Alright, let's have a look at the incidents. Should be Control A. Alt A.
Everyone's quick now.
Let me have a look at my controls.
32 laps on a set of tyres. I ended up making up about 4 seconds on him towards the end and finished 0.4 of a second behind him. I just couldn't get past him, so I didn't want to risk anything, so I just brought it home in second.
Oh, I'll get check out the replay. That's got my things to do now, actually. I'll go watch that now.
Should be Control A and Shift A and Shift B. Okay, there we go. So
Really, really
Shift A. Let's have a look and see what's happened. Actually, what we'll do, let's go back to the start of the race and see what, because we might have missed an incident there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, second on.
Right.
I haven't got a
That jumped a fair way there, so maybe there's not a lot of incidents here. Right, so what happened here? A little bump. So it was just everyone checking up. Mute the voice. Alright. Tag of the wall there, maybe? Yep. This would be where I spun, yeah. There you go, wonderful moment. I'm going to avoid it too much damage, but just look at this, I just had to wait until everyone goes around. It doesn't look that binged up, does it? But, oh well, these things happen. Tag of the wall, yep. 3 wide here. Lap 4, okay. Squeeze there, yeah. I don't think there's too much in that. Good battle though. Oh, bang of the wall. Looks like he might have survived. Another tag of the wall. Here we go. There's a bit of shenanigans going on here. Oh, bang. And a tag too. So he come off the wall. So the guy in front slowed down. Oh, they're going to go 3 wide. 4 wide. No. Oh. Oh. That's a bit tricky there. That would have been interesting. Boys are still at it by the looks of it. A little tag here maybe. Oh yeah, there it. Oh, he saved it. Somehow he saved it. Nice save. I think that was Liam. That's a good save though. Alright, what we got here? Looks like another tag of the wall coming out the last corner. It is easy to do it. Oh, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Rob, that's what happened to Bob. Oh, now he had to wait a long while. Tag of the inside wall there. Oh, that's Bob's car dead. Yep, lost the front bumper. Okay, and this will be my tag of the wall. I scraped it. Yep. I reckon mine was a bit more of a scrape. I reckon that probably did more damage than the first incident, I reckon. But, you know, these things happen. Oh, another inside tap of that wall coming out of the fast part. Oh, deep, deep, deep. And that's where he lost it. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Moment. Oh, no. Oh, he's done well. Oh, safe rejoin. Done well. More tap up the arse there because he was going into the pits. Okay. Oh, that's going to be a scrape of the wall. Some good action. The boys were all tagged there on the rear, and he really should have got out of that if he tapped him. Oh, scrape. Scrape. Yeah. A few people doing that tonight. Come out the last corner. Scrape. Though, I mean, how did I go, Reese? P20, I think it was. I qualified 10th, then lost 5 off the start, then proceeded to, I think I spun it about lap 8, went back to last, and finished P20. So she was a bit of an up and down night, but no, good to have a run in these cars. All right, we've got another tag coming up on the exit here. But yeah, no, look, 150 plus drivers out there tonight, so looks like it was 5 splits of 30 odd. So yeah, that little mistake, like, I think I lost 5 off the start trying to do the clutch start. I probably should have practiced it a bit more, but it does look a lot more different to get that start working. We'll have to do some experimentation. It looks like most of the contact, this guy's coming through the fast areas. Okay, here we go. Bit of action going in, a few cars together. This is lap 20, so up inside the top 10. James Bush. I didn't see what he did then. Why it come up as an incident. Dale tagging the wall. He was chasing me. I wonder if that hurt him. And more tags of the wall. Seems those 2 places is always, you know, this is Bob. I think this is Bob when he died that second time, yeah. Oh. He did well, he just tried to get out of the way. I think he probably should have stayed on the inside, but oh, big lock up there. That's just, I think that's brake bias too far back maybe, or missed a brake marker and snatched it a bit too hard. But that hurts. Is it a moment coming out of the horseshoe? No, just, I don't know. Dale tagging the wall again. We are getting lap 24, so we should get near the end of here. Dale with another tag by the looks of it. Light scratches. I don't know if they're showing up on the paints just yet for these light brushes of walls, because you know, I think when we saw my car there before, it didn't look like it was doing that. A moment at the end here. Oh, dealing with guys that have run out of fuel. That was cruel. That would be cruel too. Yeah, another car that I know just doing burnouts at the end of the race. All right, our race winner, he finished 12th, but pretty happy with himself by the looks of it. All right. Well, let's get out and have a quick look at. Listen, you had an awesome battle with Matty, P8. Yeah, look like good battles all up and down the track there, Andrew. But yeah, make one mistake, man. That's what happens. You know, but you know it is racing. You know, I just gassed it up a little bit too hard. I think I was up on that you know, that curbing coming out of turn 8 or 9, I think it is. And yeah, just slid it out there. But these things happen. Oh, hang on, I was going to have a look at results there. I just closed them. There we go. Okay, so Watkins Glen. Firstly, how many splits did we get? Yeah, 5 splits, was it? Won't let me. My mouse won't let me move it. Oh, there we go. Alright, so we lost 0.05 safety rating. We lost 36 iRating. Oh no, I've dropped under 2100. Peter Vanderkrant took out the race. Led for 16 of those laps. Nice. Glenn Morris, Matty Vince. Any other names there? I reckon it was Andrew Rushworth. Andrew P8, good. And you, Matt, had a great battle there. That's awesome, man. 47.7 is your best lap, buddy. Come on, that's getting a bit rich. I'm still in the 48s. I was happy with my 48.3 in quali. Alright, and yeah, down to us. 4 incident points, so that cost me another 0.05 safety rating. These things happen. I won't show me the other splits, but we were slow. Oh, there we go. Split 4, split 5. How populated was split 1? For some reason, my mouse doesn't want to click on things and let me. Like, every now and again, iRacing does something weird like that where it won't. Once I exit a session, I won't. I've got to reboot my system. Well, there we go. Week 1 for the Gen 3 Supercars. Didn't really work for me this week, though I still enjoyed the race. Not sure where we are next week. Let's have a quick look and see if we can see what the schedule is. Schedule Phillip Island next week, so straight away back home. I have seen a few guys putting up Phillip Island practice rooms, so I'm sure we'll see a few more, you know, and yeah, should be good fun. I may get out and do another official a bit later that I won't stream, but probably not. I think I've had enough of Watkins Glen for the week. I'm not like Frio, who's, I think he spent about 12 hours streaming this week doing that, and seen watched a couple of these races, but he's right at the front. But and I think he finished P4 in the race last night as well. But guys, I hope you enjoyed tonight's content. Yeah, it wasn't the race that I was looking for. I was having a great battle early on, so at least if you watch the first 15-20 minutes, it'll probably be exciting. But otherwise, thanks very much for watching. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. It does help my channel. But otherwise, this is Cowy Sim Racer signing off, and we'll see you all next time. Cheers.